Welcome into an upset special of the LEX 18 High School Sports Zone. I'm Keith Farmer. He's Eli Gain, as the top two teams in the state have been defeated.
Insane. Did not see this one coming. Number 1 Lex Cath and number 2 North Laurel were preparing for a head-to-head battle of the unbeaten tomorrow afternoon, but two programs said, not so fast. Let's start with Lex Cath and Dunbar, a team that is very dangerous and starting to figure things out. They only lost by 2 to the Knights a week ago. End of the first half, Knights down 3. Ben Johnson pulls up, buries the game-tying triple at the buzzer. We're tied at 29. Third quarter, you know Johnson wants the ball. And 1, so the Knights, they go up by a couple possessions, but man, credit to the Bulldogs, not laying down. Trailed by as much as 8 in the third, but chipped away. There's Tim Hall. We're tied at 43 after 3. Now Johnson, again, another and 1. Game high, 32 points for him. The Bulldogs down by 1 here, and Hall, he goes up and gives Dunbar a 2-point lead himself. He had 23. Now you combine that with the burner of Nick Spalding, and while this team can go far, then here he is again. Dunbar up 3. Give him the root beer float there on that one to seal this game. He had a team high 25, and Dunbar hands Lexington Catholic its first loss of the year, 65-57. Resilient victory on the road.
I feel good. You know, we're pretty good. You know, we're pretty good, and we played them tough the last time, so I felt like we had a chance. You know, we just had to execute a few things a little better than we did the first time, and I thought our defense was excellent. You know, to keep them down to that low of points is a big deal, because they're averaging 70-something a game, and they usually have scored 70 or 80.
Okay, so North Laurel facing Ashland Blazer. Now remember, the Tomcats ran the table last year before COVID canceled everything. They got some shooters, and you want to talk about an immense shooting performance. My God, look no further than what Ashland did all game. In the first half alone, the Tomcats buried 10 three-pointers. Ran out to a 19-point halftime lead. I couldn't believe it, so you figured they'd cool down at some point. You have Reed Shepard if you're North Laurel, so if any team can come back, it's them. But not his best game tonight, however. He did have a team-high 34, but he also turned the ball over 10 times. And well, when your opponent makes 15 three-pointers in the game, it's hard to pull off a comeback. Ethan Sellers, 7 of 10 from downtown, had a game-high 37 as the hot shooting Tomcats end North Laurel's perfect season, 86-66. So the tale of the tape is now set. You still have top-ranked Lexington Catholic and second-ranked North Laurel facing off. That'll be at 2 o'clock. We're going to have the highlights and post-game reaction right here on LEX 18. Crazy.
Unbelievable. All right, some 11th region rival matchups tonight as well. Frederick Douglass, ranked 10th in the state tonight. They were at the farm taking on Scott County, and the Broncos last won this one by 17. Second quarter, Deshaun Jackson steal and layup, 2 of his game-high 24. He also had 11 rebounds. Scott County, led by J.Z. Middleton, who hits the 3, finished with 14 points. But look at this play from the Broncos' Tyson Barrett. Coast to coast, and a little reverse lay-in. He added 12 as Frederick Douglass wins this one 69-55. Great crossing also coming to town, Lexington, to take on Bryan Station. Fourth quarter, Miles Moronis gets the ball down low. Wait for it. There he goes. Gets it up and in on the tough shot. 7 points, 6 rebounds. Tamonte Newsom would then step out to hit the 3 from the corner. Defenders would take a double-digit lead. Warhawks trying to come back late. Great steal, leads to the Carson Walls lay-in. He led them with 12, but Bryan Station gets the 65-56 win at home. 9-4 Henry Clay visiting 5-14 Tates Creek. The Creek's R.J. Smith goes to work and gets 2 to fall off glass. Finished with 15. But watch how quickly the Blue Devils get it back down court. 1 pass. Make it a second, and Conlon Brown knocks down the 3. He had 10 in the game. Azil Blackwell is going to get the rebound here and a putback. He had 20. Kanye Henderson led the way with 24 as Henry Clay wins it 66-59.
All right, LCA playing their 4th game in as many days, but it'll all be worth it if they can reach the All-A final. And while defending champ St. Henry standing in their way, not a great start. The Eagles only making 1 field goal in the first quarter, but woke up in the second. Tyler Hall gets the rare 4-point play. He finished with 13. Next, Braden Myris splits 2 defenders, flips it up and in for the crazy finish, 2 of his 8 on the night. LCA cut St. Henry's lead down to 7 in the 4th, but that's as close as they would get as the Eagles fall 72-49. All right, down in Berea. Garrard County taking on East Jessamine at Madison Southern High School. Jaguars' first game in nearly 2 weeks because of COVID. Zion Thomas on the break finds Will Hatter for the up and under. 4 assists for Thomas. He led the Jags with 21 points as well. And the other end, Austin Adams lights it up from downtown. Lions trail by 11. Hatter answers with a 3 of his own. He had 7 points as East Jessamine wins 73-57.
You know, Eli, it's always good to be prepared. Madison Southern playing with actually a JV team that was prepared for this game because of COVID, and they hung tight early as Grant Holbrook hits the corner 3. Then this time it's Kyle Linville from deep. But Pike Central a little too much for the Eagles as Kaseup Lawrence is going to go slam this one home. The Eagles fall 77-45. Rockcastle County was at home taking on Lynn Camp. Jonathan Hopkins going to get things going for the Rockets right here with a little mid-range jumper along the baseline. And then the next trip down floor, Daniel Mullins gets the steal and takes it all the way. Hopkins then going to dish it off to Jake Sanders at the top of the key, and splash. Rockets go on to win this one by a score of 60-51.
All right, good matchup on the girls' side tonight. You got 14-2 Dunbar hosting 17-2 RYLE. That's a team that handed top-ranked Anderson County its first loss of the season a couple weeks ago. Here's Tanaya Cecil getting the Lady Bulldogs their first field goal from downtown. Dunbar down by 2. Now in transition. Good eye by Haley Gadd to find a wide-open Carly Hinshaw. Doesn't get easier than that. And then Elise Ellison-Coons, she led the way for Dunbar once again, but RYLE comes out on top tonight, 69-54.
The Berea ladies playing in the semifinals of the All-A Classic down in Richmond against Walton-Verona, and the Pirates' Abigail Beard going to drop in a 3-pointer here. And then it's Isis Rogers with a nice move, stop and pop from about 16, 17 feet.
Yeah.
But this one all Walton-Verona, knocking off Berea 56-18. As always, we hope your favorite team won.